steep downhills used to scare me because it's hard to control your speed down them. You don't want to pick up too much speed that you're going to crash when you get to the bottom, because that's going to hurt. So in this video, I'm going to show you 2 simple tips that will help you control your speed while going down steep hills. The first thing that causes you to slide down the hill faster or not slow down enough is only focusing on using the rear brake. Now, when you're only using the rear brake going downhill, you don't have as much control over your speed because it's easier to lock up the rear wheel and cause it to slide because there's less weight on it. There's more weight on the front, and the rear brake tends to be more sensitive because you're wearing stiff dirt bike boots. It's hard to be a perfect anti-lock brake system so that you're not locking it up but still getting maximum braking power. So the best way that I have found to control your speed is to use more front brake, because that's where you have like 90% of your braking power when going downhill, because that's where the weight is shifted. It's on the front tire, giving you more traction on the front. But you might be afraid to use the front brake because, oh, you might fly over the bars if you lock them up. And yeah, that's totally normal. I totally get it. That's why you need to keep your weight back a little bit when going down a hill. And before you even do this, you need to practice getting a feel for the front brake. I see a lot of beginners, they don't even use the front brake because they're afraid of it or no one ever taught them how to efficiently use it. So what you need to do is practice going like 10 miles an hour and easing on the front brake. Just do that repeatedly, and each time progressively give it more and more pressure. And this will give you a feel for how much braking power you can get before your front tire starts to lock up or you get thrown forward. And if you want to go more in depth on all the different problems of riding down hills without crashing, you can check out my Downhill Made Easy troubleshooting workbook. The link is in the description below. Now, tip number 2 will help you with tip number 1. And the mistake that I see people make is just sitting in the same position on the bike. And when you're going on flat ground, being neutral is totally fine, but then once you start going downhill and you aren't moving your body, your weight is going to be shifted forward and you're going to be putting all that weight into your handlebars. So you're going to have to push back, and this is going to cause your hands and arms and wrists to get fatigued really quickly. Not only is that frustrating because you get tired really quick, but it makes it harder to use the front brake. And when you have more weight forward, you're more likely to get thrown forward when you try using the front brake to control your speed. So you need to shift your weight back so that the weight isn't going into your hands and arms, but rather into your core and your legs. These are just 2 ways that I show casual trail riders how to ride downhills with confidence. And if you want to ride trails with confidence, more than just downhills, you should check out my video here on how you can do that without taking years to learn how to do. I'm Kelly Fager from Motocross Hideout. Learn more? Don't. That's my old slogan. Ride safe, have fun.